shot. Glover shoots. He scores.
Savignac, nice move. Finds Pione. Out in front, shoots. Scores.
Walking in, finds screen, fires a shot, and he scores. Devin Savignac, he shoots, he scores.
All right, everybody, welcome back inside the room here at the Navin Memorial Center for Gradscast. It's episode 4?
Episode 4.
We've done a lot of this, so episode 4. It's Matthew Roy. Matthew, how you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I'm pretty excited to be on here and just have a nice chat.
Looking fly. Are those baseball pants or just?
No, these are actually Lulu. Yeah, I came prepared. Wore my slides, my nice socks, and I'm just staying cozy.
I like it. I like the necklace too. I like it. He's looking fly. Probably the best dressed guy so far. I mean, Briggsy looked pretty good last week too, but
yeah, always got a pair of jeans on that guy.
Oh, dude, he did his hair.
Oh, of course he did. Probably gelled it up.
Were you mad he didn't give you a best lettuce shout?
Honestly, yeah. When I was looking over his episode, I thought I might have been a nominee for that, but I guess not. So it's too bad.
Maybe a snub, but there's always
unreal. Well, Briggsy nominated you, and it was interesting because almost everybody right off the bat just Briggsy, do Briggsy.
Of course.
Is there something specific between the relationship of him and yourself that maybe he nominated you?
Well, I think he's the kind of guy who's got a lot of good stories, and I think that he probably thinks the same about me. Just something interesting to say with the questions you guys are gonna shoot at me.
Yeah, just a good conversation before we even got started.
Yeah. Well, should we hop into those questions then? Because
you want to do the questions right off the bat,
absolutely.
Well, no. We'll start before we get into the rapid fire. We'll ease into it. But I'm gonna pump your tires a little bit on the first one here.
Wow.
You got 6 goals, 27 assists, and 33 points in 36 games here in the CC this year. So safe to say you're buzzing, coming out of the gate. What do you think has improved the most in your game this season coming here to Navin?
Probably just confidence, honestly. When it comes to playing with poise and kind of making plays on the ice, that's what it takes. And I don't think my skill set has honestly changed that much from my past 2 seasons of junior, but I'm getting opportunity, and I'm staying confident out there, just trying to stay loose.
Well, you mentioned your confidence, and you are a very prominent two-way defender on this team. Definitely like to get forward and back to your credit. But I just want to talk about your goalie here for a second, Jaden Nelson.
Yep.
When he's in between the pipes, does that give you more confidence that you can go for it and be so aggressive in attack?
Oh, definitely. I think that when you've got trust in your goalie and your goalie trusts you, and especially with your D partner, Pawnee likes to jump up in the play, and I don't mind covering. So I have confidence that when I jump in, he's got my back too.
Now, with you and Pione, you are a solid D pairing. You've played a lot recently in the recent games and have been killing it together. To your credit, do you ever hear Nelson in your ear yelling at you in the defensive zone on where to be, or is it does he trust you out there?
I mean, he's a young guy. He's not as vocal as some of the other goalies I've played with. My goalie last year was constantly yelling at us. But yeah, he's pretty quiet.
It feels like he's definitely the kind of guy to not chew gum ever.
No, he never has 3 or 4 pieces of gum in his mouth. I know that there's some boys that like to reach their hand in the gum jar pregame, especially now that it's moved inside the room.
Elite.
Shout out to Chuck for that. The boys steal all the other colors than the original ones, so that kind of sucks. I kind of like my purple ones. Grapes actually are pretty.
I love the tangent about the gum. I mean, would you say a lot of people nowadays, they say the goaltender is your third defenseman? Is it really super crucial to have not necessarily the most vocal goaltender, but a goaltender that sees the play just as well as you do?
Definitely, and especially in a small rink like this, pucks get chipped and rimmed constantly. So having a goalie that knows what's behind him when he's going behind the net and is just confident enough to make a play, and I think that's been like a really huge part of our success at home. Our goalies do a pretty good job managing the puck, and we try to be as vocal as we can. Up, over, leave it, and once in a while we don't, and we all know what happens when we don't talk. Sometimes pucks end up in the slot. But other than that, I think we do an okay job.
You got to keep the goalie on his toes once in a while, right? You know, when you got such a
exactly.
good defensive unit here like we have in Navin, You got to make sure he's awake, Sometimes he's not facing a lot.
Oh, he's awake.
With you guys back
Yeah.
there.
Oh, he's awake.
He's dialed in. I don't know
he's
if you've seen him with his little binder pregame.
Oh, yes.
He's got his little.
Yeah, he was saying he does
numbers.
concentration drills.
He does.
It's
Yeah.
it's a little unique.
I mean, for a goaltender, I think we all know how weird goalies are.
Yeah.
I don't think I've met a normal goalie in my life. But yeah, those he's got his little grids. He's maybe doing crossword puzzles, maybe like some multiplication tables. I don't know how it helps on the ice, but he does his thing.
Are you sure he's just not doing his math homework?
He might also be, honestly.
that's a
I
good
mean,
shout.
he's probably got a functions exam coming up soon, so I think he should probably stay ready for that one.
Well, either way, he's been phenomenal back there this season. Now, in your early years of hockey, you spent some time at St. Andrews College. That's a pretty prestigious, get that word out, school here in Canada. What was that like? How was your experience there? How has that helped you?
I loved it, honestly. I think it's probably home to one of the most memorable, times in my entire career. And, you get so close with the boys that you're living with, that you spend all day with, all night with on the bus, going, to the States and facing pretty big competition like Shattuck and other schools like that. So I think for me, that's just, that's probably been, a highlight of maybe not just my career, but in life. And I'm really fortunate to have had that opportunity.
Were you one of the years that had the white gloves?
Yeah, we had some red and white gloves. I know that they've definitely improved some of the style over the past few years. Shout out to Adidas for that. They really hooked the boys up with like prime knit jerseys, Gitch, all sorts of merch. So yeah, we were pretty well equipped, I'd say.
Well, I guess we'll kind of move on from one college that wears white to another. Committed to Bowdoin. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How was that? How excited are you to go there? What's it like I guess kind of up there in Maine?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I think it was kind of just a deal breaker as soon as I walked into the room and saw the facilities and just kind of got to understand what kind of culture they had to offer. And obviously, like, having a rink like that's packed by fans, and it's a small school, so everyone knows everyone. The fans got that passion. They want to see, like, the boys play on Friday, Saturday night, whatever it may be. And, I mean, I'm super excited, and it should really just be a good opportunity in the future.
Do you know what you're taking in school?
I should be going into economics. That's kind of the main route.
Wow.
It's not that creative, but it's a degree
Respectable
that
for sure.
It'll get you a degree. It'll get you some money. I mean, that's kind of all we want when we go to college, I think.
Working with money gets you money.
You'll be adding up numbers not only on the ice but in the classroom too, eh?
That's right.
Eh?
Yeah.
That's a good line.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that for sure. Now, growing up, even to this point, who are some of your influences and guys you look up to in your life?
Please say Creeder.
Krieger is definitely up there. I think he's a father figure to especially a lot of the young guys on the team. He's been, I think, in the CCHL for about 6 years, maybe 7.
It's 6.
6?
Could be 8.
Yeah,
You never know.
He may be the most grizzled guy in all of junior ever.
I think he is actually
Yeah.
the most veteran player in the Central Canada Hockey League right now, who's actually been in the CCHL the most games.
No doubt about it. I don't think anybody's getting close to him, which is saying a lot. He's just, I mean, he's kind of an Iron Man out here.
In terms of CC games, I don't think so. But in terms of games, I don't know if he's the most grizzled. Like, there are some guys who have played more games than he has in junior. But in the CC, I think he's literally number 1.
Oh yeah, he's been around for maybe just as long as Chuck, I'd say.
Other than Creeder, though, anyone else that you look up to that's been an influence on your life?
Yeah, I'll probably say Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yeah.
Really? Kovalchuk. Sorry, the lights went out.
Ilya Kovalchuk. Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was 5-6 years old, young guy, starting to watch the NHL. I had my little baby blue Thrashers jersey, and you just watch a guy like Kovalchuk step down the wing and just rip the pill. That was pretty special. I mean, big mention of Bufflin by Briggs there. So that's another Thrashers alum, I guess, that we might want to bring up. So I mean, I like watching Kovalchuk, but I also like watching Bufflin. That guy lays the bod.
Wow,
huge. I was maybe looking for a shout out to maybe the rents there, the parents, the mom, but right to Kovalchuk.
Definitely. I mean, let's stay on the topic of hockey here. But yeah, I mean, obviously, kind of going back to your question about going to college, and that's kind of where the parents come in. They support you from the day you put your skates on till the day you take them off, and I think that none of us are here playing hockey if it's not for the parents. So shout out Jeff and Chantal.
There it is.
You guys make it happen.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say new because this is obviously your first here in Navan to the dressing room. What is the culture like here? Is there anyone that you like to sort of pick on here in the room that you're good buddies with?
Yeah, I mean, the boys like to have fun here. The boys do like to make fun of each other, I think, as all groups of hockey players do. Specifically, though, I think Jankin is my number one target. And if you need a ride after 6, 7 p.m., he's probably not the right choice. He doesn't like driving in the dark, and I think that might be an issue in the future at some point. But another guy, maybe Creeder, he's always grumpy. Sometimes he smiles, usually not, within the first 20 minutes of walking in the room. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say like we specifically pick on these guys, but yeah, those are two of my favorite options.
I will say, Connor, it feels like every episode we've been in the same corner of the room. With Pione's there, Jowett is there, Carp is right here. Mm-hmm. It just feels like we've been in the same spot every time.
That's what makes locker room so special and such an integral part of a team is that you come here, you can take a step back from the worries of life and just be with the boys and have fun with them, and that's what makes it so special, as I mentioned. Now we'll go on to another one of your teammates, someone that kind of joined close to halfway near the season is our man over here, Nico Pione, off camera. Has he elevated your game? Obviously you are a deep pairing, we see you a lot 5-on-5 now, especially on the power play. Has he elevated your game, and if so, how?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's kind of a treat playing with that guy offensively because, you give him the puck and he will make something happen. And, he's got the skill to make sure that he's drawing 1 or 2 or 3 guys on him. And then he likes to dish the puck off to give guys good scoring opportunities. So I think for me, it's been pretty big, especially, in the points department. Having a guy that can make plays all day, every day is pretty big. So, shout out to Nico.
We'll show him some love for sure.
Yeah.
And for our first guest, you got to give him a shout out to that. And finally here, before we get into the rapid fire questions, at least from me. So there might be some younger people watching this, so maybe some younger Grads fans, defensemen. Now, like we mentioned, you're a very, special defenseman. You're a very good two-way player. Now, to a younger person watching this, do you have any tips on what is almost underrated or very important to have as a defenseman in order for you to be so offensive?
I think poise and patience are probably the 2 biggest factors, especially when you're looking at things like breaking out the puck and entering the zone. And I think that, the more you play offense, the less you have to play defense, and that starts in your own zone. So if you can break the puck out, if you can get your feet moving, keep your head up ice, that's probably, the biggest skills you can have. And then, you need some confidence. You need some grit. You need to be able to take some slashes. If you can't take slashes, you should probably not be playing hockey. So yeah, learn how to drive the net, learn how to move your feet, learn how to, have confidence. If you get back to the bench and the coach is yelling at you, brush that off.
Get back out there.
Yeah. Only take it with positive criticism.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Tyler, you got anything else?
No. I think it's perfect. I mean, don't rush the play is basically what you're saying.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, then I guess we'll get to the fun part of the show, the rapid fire questions.
Oh boy. Listen, this is his department.
And hey, you never know what's going to come out of this segment of the show. We've had some wild answers so far.
Did you hear Nico's answer?
No.
Oh, just you wait.
Well, should we start off with that one?
Yeah, I think we should start off with this one.
This one has been a staple throughout these podcasts. We ask every member 4 people to go on a dinner with, dead or alive. Who are you choosing? Now, Pione said Albert Einstein.
Yeah.
Carp said George Washington.
Also said that Nico can't understand what Albert Einstein would have said.
Jowett, his first person off the top of his head was David Goggins.
Yeah.
Matthew Roy, who are you taking to that dinner?
Dead or alive, man?
Dead or alive? Okay. I might have to start with. I'm gonna give Michelle Pfeiffer a shout out. She's she is definitely an OG, beautiful woman. So being at dinner with her, even though it's in a group setting, I think would be pretty special.
Sets the tone early.
Exactly. I'm gonna stay with the ladies here. I'm gonna go Margot Robbie. Again,
shout.
like I just want a table with people that I find really interesting and I'm gonna be really engaged with. So that's gonna be important. Third person, I might have to bring Woody. Honestly, I'm gonna bring Woody.
Ryan Woodward.
Our coach, just to spice things up. I think that
Woody.
Having a guy like that, get banter, get some chatter around the table, get some laughs going. I think that's super important.
I like
and
this table.
with a group dinner like that, I think he's gonna be a glue guy for sure.
Finally, fourth person.
Yeah, last but not least. I'm gonna have to bring my boy Kyle Slingerland. Shout out to Kyle. Obviously
Another Stittsville native.
Yeah, another Stittsville native who got picked up by Nepean at the deadline.
Grad takes on Nepean.
Huge addition for the Raiders organization, I'm sure. I mean, me and Kyle had been, driving to practice every day, hanging out. We got some good chemistry, and I think we could do pretty good work on a double date plus Woody.
Yeah.
Plus Woody, yeah. You guys both from out that part of Ottawa?
Oh yeah, I mean we live, 30 seconds away from each other.
Wow.
So, yeah,
Timed and confirmed 30 seconds.
Timed and confirmed
Wow.
because every single game day, even if we're not on the same team anymore, we still go to the same coffee shop.
Well, that is
Wow.
a perfect segue into the next question, which was, what is your game day ritual?
Okay, well, the game day ritual is actually going to Ritual on Main in Stittsville. Yeah, that's the go-to spot. They make a fire caramel and vanilla latte, maybe gingerbread if you're looking to spice things up too. But yeah, so I think that's the only real ritual I have. I'm not too particular about my sticks or the way I tape anything or the way I lay my sticks on the wall.
And it's always with Sling Puppy?
Always with the Sling Puppy. Yep.
Gotta love it.
What is your favorite thing to do in your spare time?
You a big gamer?
Once in a while.
Fortnite sleepover?
Fortnite for sure.
Chow. Gotta be Chow in there.
I actually don't have Chow right now.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still buying games for the PS5. I do like GTA. That's
100%.
yeah, that's a go-to game. Waiting for 6 to come out.
That'd be amazing.
It's testing my patience.
Oh yeah, man. Everyone.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm not huge on the games, but good Fortnite game, Battle Royale, crank some 90s on some kids. Yeah.
Show 'em who's boss. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
And then other than that, just sit back, relax at home.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to jump in the hot tub, maybe, kick the recliner back,
Yeah.
watch some NHL games.
Yeah.
Right on.
Nice stuff. We'll go to that one next. You kind of already mentioned it. You said Buffler, Kovalchuk, but favorite NHLer?
Favorite NHLer? I'm going to go all time here, Scott Stevens.
Whoa.
Just an absolute nail gun.
Yep.
But, if you catch him on TV, on the broadcast, he's a real smart guy.
Right.
He's very vocal about, intelligence in the game, especially defensively, and just all the little details that you got to have to be a good defender. And, he's just one of those guys that you got to keep your head up.
Well, there's a couple of those guys now that we've heard from that question specifically where you better keep your head up. And I mean, when it comes to intelligence, that's one of the hardest things that I found when I was playing to do was to step up, say, in the neutral zone like Stevens did, right?
Oh, yeah.
Would you kind of say the same?
In terms of...
The timing thing, right?
It's a huge timing thing, especially if you like watching those hitting compilations on YouTube. You see that it is really tough, especially in today's game. Guys are smaller, shiftier. They're just quicker overall. So I think being a good hitter is actually a talent that's tough to master, especially these days.
Sound like Torts over there. we got two more left for you here. And Tyler mentioned off the hop, you came in looking very, very stylish. But who is the teammate with the worst style?
Worst. Wow.
On and off the ice can be the question.
Wait, he's got an answer
If
right
it's
away.
different for both, just let us know.
Got an answer right away. Here we go.
Jankin.
Jankin.
Is it Cole Jenkins?
It might have to be Jenks.
And why?
You should just see what this guy decides to throw on when the boys decide to maybe go out. I won't say he's not presentable. I think he could wear something a little more appropriate for the occasion. Nothing against his personal taste.
Is he the kind of guy to go to a Halloween party in January? I
wouldn't push it that far, honestly.
Okay, there's the line.
But he would be the kind of guy to show up to a Halloween party dressed completely normally.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
Wow, yeah, okay, that actually explains a lot.
Have you tried to give him any tips? Anything?
Maybe give him some of your quotes.
Yeah, Jenks, I know you're going to be watching this at some point, so maybe invest in a pair of jeans.
Good call.
Clean pair of shoes. Maybe like a nice shirt with some buttons on it too. That would probably be good. And then you're going to be checking all boxes.
Okay, final question here. What is your favorite hockey memory?
Favorite hockey memory? I don't think I have to look too far for this one. Last year, winning the OJHL, I think that was a pretty special memory. And, we just had an amazing group of guys, super dominant team, and just an amazing crowd every single night. So that's got to be Asian.
That's pretty much it. I mean,
It's this time of the show.
yeah, man. Look, you look directly into this camera.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
And I think we know who we're gonna call out here,
Well,
Boise.
I think I know exactly who I'm going to call
We had
out
some
here.
discussions before this,
You
and
did.
there was like you were mulling over a couple choices here, so
There's a lot of names around this
you know
room.
where to look and you know who to say. Who is it?
And this is mandatory, by the way. This is a binding offer. Nathan Hargist, you are the next nomination
Wow.
for the Grads podcast.
Wow.
I didn't expect that at all.
You did?
No, I didn't.
Well, we hopefully look forward to having him on. You did say it was binding.
Oh, we're having him.
You did say it was binding, so.
It's happening. Hargist, you're on the pod.
Rookie duty, right? You know what?
Let's
Hey,
go out.
might as well. That's pretty much
Hey,
it.
we'll keep it on. That's a good way to close it out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Matthew, thank you for coming on,
Thank you.
and we'll see you all next Thursday.